Let's talk today about being at a crossroads in life. So, right now, I would say I'm at a crossroads right now in my life. Meaning, so let me take it back a little bit. So, at the beginning of summer, I was laid off from my good government job. And with the layoff, I saw that as an opportunity to dive full force, full time, into entrepreneurship, into my small business. Some of you know I am a realtor, and as a realtor, of course, that makes you an entrepreneur. It's your small business. Also, I have another business that I'm developing now. I kind of keep low key because it's kind of dear to my heart, and that's about all I could say about that. But so I saw that layoff as an opportunity to really jump out there and put myself out there. Step out into the unknown, be a full time entrepreneur. And to start off, it was exhilarating, stressful, fearful, but it felt good. It felt right. It felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Things were happening, things were moving in the right direction, and I just felt confident in my decision. Really wasn't caring too much about the naysayers. This is what I'm supposed to be doing at this juncture in my life. I will soon be hitting 53, and I'm like, yes, this is what I should be doing. Well, at the time I was going on 52, but now I'll be hitting 53 come this summer. And so I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it. Then, of course, life does what it do. Life be lifing. And what happened is, of course, as we know with the housing market, there was a shift. Rates started climbing, interest rates, um, the people's fear of a housing market crash and things like that. So, a lot of things did kind of come to a screeching halt or slow down. I won't say a screeching halt, but it just slowed down drastically. And even in my other business, I had kind of dibble dabbled and put it out there a little bit, and it really wasn't even getting the traction. So, what happens is now you're looking at, I still have a kid at home, so I do still have responsibilities other than myself. You look at bills need to be paid, and then that whole mental war goes on. The confidence that I had, you know, I started looking at that as, are you sure you did the right thing? Start hearing those little negative Nancy's in my head saying, it wasn't the right thing to do. You're too old for this. What about the worst that can happen? Because unfortunately, I have experienced the worst in life. I have experienced homelessness. So, of course, that plays through your head. And on top of that, the other thing that plays through your head is failure, failing yourself, failing your kids, because I have multiple kids and I have grandkids. So that plays through your head. Like, did I do the right thing? Should I have just immediately went into another job? Should I had just, did I do the right thing essentially? Did I make the right choice? Even though in my heart of hearts, this is my passion. I feel good when I'm out working, when I'm out doing the things I want to do for me. Putting in that same effort that I put in corporate America, I was putting it into myself, and it felt good. But of course, anybody that has a small business that has been in any type of sales know that the work you put in is what you get out, and you don't get paid until there's a deal closed or a sale made or whatever. So when you're a small business, it's all on you. You're not getting that check every 2 weeks if the company's not doing well, like if you would on a regular job. So that brings in those fears of, did you do the right thing? And with me, because I have had a history of not always making the right choices, and I know, I don't want to say I know, it's just that I know people that I look up to that know my past, that know my mistakes of my past. You know, there's a fear in my head that they didn't really support me making the choice to step out on my own in the first place. And now I'm going to prove them right that I messed up. And now that things aren't going the way I thought they would, now I'm fearful that they're thinking, yeah, we knew she was going to screw it up. We knew she should have did this. We knew she should have did that. So there's that fear running through my head as well. So it's a mental warfare. It's a mentality of, did you do the right thing? And so going back to that crossroad, do I go right and go back into that comfort zone and that safe space, knowing the consequences of that is, yes, I will get a check every 2 weeks. Will be able to pay my bills, but I won't be happy. I won't feel satisfied, and I'll feel like I gave up and I became a quitter, and I gave in to what everybody predicted I would do anyway, and which is quit, give up. You know, yet another thing I start and don't finish. So there's that. But, you know, but then I'll be able to pay my bills. I'll be able to take care of my kid. And I don't have to worry about homelessness and all of that. But I won't be happy. I won't be living the life I feel like God is destined for me to live. And to be quite honest, it's a lonely space too, being out here on your own, because sometimes you don't feel like you get the support from your loved ones that you feel like you should, or the support that you feel like that you give to other people. It's kind of lonely. It's kind of really lonely. It's kind of hurtful at times, but you know, you can't really worry about who's gonna support you, or you know, expecting your family and friends to support you, because they have their own lives and their own paths and their own destiny. So even when that does play into your head, you kind of have to push that down, because you can't get upset because they're not doing the things that you feel like they should do if they love you and support you. And maybe their support is they're quietly praying for you. Maybe in their minds, their support is telling you, hey, maybe you need to go on and get that job. Maybe in their mind, that's their support. They don't look at it as putting you down. Even though at times that's how I feel, doesn't mean that's the truth. You know, feelings are not always facts. It's just our feelings. So at a crossroads now, like, do I do the quote unquote right thing? Get a job. I'm too old to be doing this whole small business, entrepreneur, realtor stuff. You know, I need to focus on taking care of my child that's left at home, focusing on getting my retirement together. You know, maybe that's the path I need to take, because that's the safe path. It's comfortable. You know what happens when you have a job, you get a check every 2 weeks. Happiness can come after you retire, whenever you be able to retire. Or do I stay left and walk fearfully in faith, and walk and stay on the path that I'm on, where I'm doing the things that do actually bring me a sense of satisfaction, a sense of joy, a sense of this is what I'm supposed to be doing, you know. And I say walk in faith because sometimes doing that and a deal falls through, or you don't make a sale, nobody's really visiting your site, you know, like I said, anybody that's actually put themselves out there and stepped out on their own, doing their own business, you understand that there's ups and downs, and there's highs and lows, and everybody's not making six figures, even though everybody's on the internet saying they're making six figures. And even that gets discouraging, because you'll look on these, you know, you'll be scrolling through and you'll see somebody pop up and they're talking about, oh, let me tell you how I made, you know, six figures my first 6 months in real estate. And you're like, wait. And every other week, and they're walking around talking about a closing, and they opened up a Etsy store and it made, $7 billion in the first, 30 days. You hear all of the noise. And even though reality is, a lot of that is fluff, but then you do know some people are actually out there making that kind of money. Some people, their first year of real estate is like life changing. You know, it happens. Um, so my thing right now when I say I'm at a crossroads is, and I'm saying this hopefully that what I'm saying will help somebody else, because we all are struggling in life. Even if you're not an entrepreneur, even if you're working a 9 to 5 and you love your job, but you know that you're not getting the promotion or the recognition that you feel like you deserve, and you just want to make a change because you can do better and be better in another position or another company. We all get to that point in life where there's a crossroads where it's like, do I go with safe and comfort and knowing what's going to happen, or do I go with the unknown and step out and really truly step out on myself and believe in myself and push myself and do the things that I know I'm destined to do. It's scary and it's hard, and some days it's really really draining. you know but when I make a sale, when I have a closing, even as a realtor, I work with rentals. I don't care. I mean, my goal is to make sure people find a place they can call home, and sometimes it's a rental. You know, everybody don't want to own a house, but they want someplace nice to live. And even when you help somebody get approved for a rental, it's just the feeling for me is wonderful. I love it. Um, and and I think in life that's what we miss, because we only have one life, and we should be doing the things that we love, that brings us some sense of purpose. And because money comes and goes. I look at my doing my taxes, and I'm looking at what I made last year. It's like, oh, nice little piece of money, but I didn't feel that money, but I did feel all those experiences that I had in the previous years. I did feel those. I can remember the experiences that the money afforded me or didn't afford me. So I say all that to say is that sometimes taking the left road will take you in a position that makes you feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, this gives me joy. This gives me happiness. Because you're going to be stressed out no matter what. Whether you're working a 9 to 5, whether you're working on your own, whether you're retired, life brings its own stresses. So are you going to be stressed and doing something that's safe and you really don't want to do? Or are you going to be stressed doing something you really want to do, and the end results will bring you a sense of satisfaction? So, yes, I'm at a crossroads in life. Do I go right and go back into the safe zone, or do I stay left and just walk on faith? Be honest, I don't know. I don't have no big, you know, aha epiphany moment. Honestly, I don't know. Yes, I am looking and interviewing for jobs. Um, I don't know the direction God has me. I'm praying, but I just wanted to come and share this because it's just been on my heart. And I like to share the things that's on my heart because I know the stuff I go through, I'm not going through just for me. And hopefully it's to help someone else, because it's okay, to go through stuff and be a little transparent, because the voices in your head sometimes when you're quiet make you feel like nobody really cares about what you're going through. And so we keep it to ourselves when we have people that are struggling just like we're struggling. And I hope that this moment of me being transparent and sharing my thoughts on my crossroads will help someone else. And again, like I said, I'm at a crossroads, and right now I don't know what to do. I know what my heart wants to do, But there's that logical part of me that's kind of like, but you know. So that's my little piece. I'm okay. I am okay. I don't have an eviction notice on my door or nothing crazy like that. But I am in a space of reality because I am a single mom. I don't have nobody beating down my door to pay my bills. So it's a reality that the choices I make affects my family. And like I said, I really want to go left and really follow my passion and my dream and just keep chugging in there and just wait for that big breakthrough. I can't lie. There's a part of me saying, maybe you just waited too late in life. And that's another thing. The older you get, it is harder to make risky choices because we didn't live life, we experienced things, and we know, you know, um, younger, I always say if you're young, if you want to do something, do it because it's easier to do things when you're younger. It's easier to start over. But when you're at my age, it's a little harder to start over. So there's that. Age definitely plays a big factor. Um, of are you too old to be trying to step out and do something so risky that can cost you everything? Are you too old to start over? So, just wanted to share. Hopefully, this helps somebody. Um, like I said again, I'm okay. Prayers are always welcome. We all need prayer. I'm constantly praying for me. And the main thing, if you're praying for me, pray for my mindset because ultimately what we go through, it starts in the mind first. It's the mind telling us and reminding us of all of that stuff that we done been through. It just plays a whole movie reel in our life of everything we done gone through, all the mistakes and the coulda, woulda, shouldas. So there's that. Like I said, hopefully this was helpful to someone. And yeah, that's it. That's all. Have a great day.